Valentine's Day, love and romance and sweet memories. But not for me. Hello, I am Stella and this is my first video and I am thrilled about it. I was thinking a lot what should be in my first video, what should I do? And then I realized that we were very close to Valentine's Day. So I thought, why not share a story with you? Because I didn't have a Valentine's date until I was like 18, 19 in the first year of university. You know, back at high school, I was not very popular, and by not very popular, I mean I had a couple of friends and no dates whatsoever. But I was very optimistic and hopeful, thinking that it's just temporary, it's just high school, and then things will change for better, and things will be better for me actually. After I will graduate from school, I will go to university, I will meet new people, new life, new me. Didn't happen, and actually things got worse. I had to move up north to a smaller town, which was gloomy too. And I didn't even like my major, linguistics and history. Yes, all this sexiness, I couldn't handle it. And of course, the thing is that choices were few and the people were fewer, because I couldn't meet a lot of people in a small town with few choices and few places to go out. So I would hang out with a group of friends, but that was it. And there was just one place I could go and have fun, because I was into metal music, gothic metal, dark metal, black metal, and the town would offer only one place, like I said, with alternative, like they said, music, which was pub slash bar slash club. And it was very small, it would get crowded with only 30 or 40 people. So eventually I got bored, and gradually I started not going out so often, and then I stopped going out at all. And I would stay at home all day watching TV for like 8-9 hours a day, just attending my classes. And that was it. My only enjoyable thing at the time, as I remember it, was baking and eating. Anyway, there will be a lot of baking and cooking videos in this channel. So fast forward, it's February, it's the start of spring semester, and I'm like baking, eating, cooking, attending classes, and that's it. And the only good thing about it was this guy, we had the same class together, it was Linguistics 1. Psst, such a snoozer. Anyway, the guy was, let's call him Mark. He was a very good looking fellow, and he was the exact opposite of me. He was preppy, and he looked like Sunshine Barbie, and I was like Darth Vader. So we are 1 week before Valentine's Day, and everyone at my university is talking about this stupid party that will take place in Valentine's Day. It was a themed party, and the title was Traffic Lights Party. Traffic Lights Party. And the concept was like you had to choose between 3 colors for your top to wear: red, green, and orange. So green was for those who were single and were looking and they were available and they wanted to meet new people. And red was for those who were taken or in a relationship, or in general they didn't want to meet new people or hook up with anyone. And the orange, I'm still not sure what it was for. I guess something in between. I haven't figured it out yet. So it's one of these gloomy, lovely, rainy days, and I have a class to attend. It's the one I share with Mark, and I go there and he's there. And after the class I go to the cafeteria to get a coffee and wait until my next class, which was like 1 or 2 hours later. So I get my coffee, I sit there minding my own business, and then there is someone handing me a flyer of, guess what? Yeah, you guessed right. It was from Traffic Lights Party. And while I'm trying to ignore the guy with the flyer, I see Mark approaching me. So I have to take the flyer. I take the flyer and I pretend that I'm reading it. And I'm really, focusing on these 3 lines. Like reading it. Yeah, I'm really into it. And then Mark comes to me and he says hi. And I'm like, hi? And he takes a look at the flyer and asks, are you going to the party? And I am like, yes. And he's like, oh great, wanna go together? And I'm like, I don't have a car. I don't know why did I say this. It just came out without me controlling my tongue. It was so subconscious kind of thing. I didn't control it. I didn't know what I was talking, and I was like banging my head in the inside, talking to myself and saying, what are you talking about? Why did you say that? And he's like, I do have a car, but I don't think we need a car anyway because we can walk the distance. And I'm like, okay then, sure, why not? And then he's like, great, I'll see you, bye, bye. And he leaves. And then I am like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, he asked me out on Valentine's Day, the guy I like. Oh my God, never happened to me before. And I'm super excited. And then I realized that we haven't exchanged numbers. How are we gonna meet? How we're gonna set our date? What is gonna happen? And I'm like, oh my God, maybe he didn't mean it. Maybe he just said that without meaning. And then I'm like, it's okay. I'm trying to calm myself down. And I realized that we have one more class together, just 1 day before the party. So I think that's fine. I will see him there and we will exchange numbers. And yeah, so I calm myself. I walk the distance to my house. I'm very excited. And these few days were passing by so slowly with me thinking and thinking about it and overthinking and contemplating and everything. So it's 1 day before Valentine's Day and I'm attending this class I have with Mark, and I go there 1 hour earlier in hopes of him showing up in cafeteria to grab a coffee before class or something. So I go to the cafeteria and stay there and waiting for him to maybe come. And I'm so nervous, so nervous. All these days I was very nervous, but this particular day I'm super nervous, I'm anxious, I'm worried, I'm everything. And I'm waiting for him to come by maybe, and he doesn't show up. And then I'm starting getting more nervous, but I'm trying to calm myself. And I'm like, yeah, okay, just go to the class, you will find him there, and you will talk to him there, and I'll exchange numbers. And then I go to the class, and guess what? He is not there. And I'm still trying to calm down myself because at this point I'm super nervous, I'm a little angry. I feel like, all this anxiety building up in me. And I'm thinking to myself, that's okay, he will come, eventually he will come. And time goes by and he doesn't show up. And the class is over. And I'm fully disappointed. I'm devastated. I feel like a fool. So I leave the class and I go to the cafeteria again to wait for my next class to start. And there I see him. I see Mark. And I'm a little angry at him at the time. But he's smiling at me and he comes and says, hi, I missed the class. So for tomorrow, are you still going with me at the party? And I'm like, yes, I do. Okay, I didn't say I do, but I said, yes, of course I do. Because I was trying, not to show my feelings that much. I was trying not to be that expressive. So he says, okay, give me your number, I'll give you mine, blah, blah, and we exchange numbers. And then I go home and I cannot sleep all night. I was like waking every 30 minutes. every 30 minutes. I was waking up, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't rest myself. I was super nervous, super anxious about the upcoming day with the party. And the day comes and I'm up early and I start preparing for the party. And by preparing, I mean I showered and I put on gloves and maybe lipstick. Yeah, I did put on lipstick, I remember now. It was my mom's or my roommate's or both, but it was a dark brown lipstick. So time comes and I meet with Mark, and Mark looks very handsome and he's wearing a gorgeous long black coat, and we start walking to the party and we get in and then the door opens and I see green, red and orange everywhere. And some people walk the extra mile and paired it with a bottom. So we get in and Mark takes off his coat and he's wearing a red shirt. And I'm like, I am wearing green shirt. So I don't want to take off my coat for as long as it takes until I figure out why did he put on red. I feel disappointed because I'm afraid that he will misunderstand me and he will think that I am available for others, but I am not. Because at the moment I realized that we are on a real date. He asked me out on Valentine's. Hello, that's why he wore the red shirt, for other people to, not hit on him and show to them that he's not available, that he's taken. By who? By me, of course. We were on a date. And what I was doing, I was wearing a green shirt. So I keep my coat on, no matter what. We're dancing, we're drinking, and I'm sweating and sweating, but I don't take my coat. At some point, Mark goes to refill our drinks, and I'm standing there sweating and not being able to cope with the heat anymore. And I'm thinking to myself, it's okay, you know what, take off your coat, you will explain everything to Mark when he gets back, it's okay, just do it, it's nothing, don't overthink about it. So I take off my coat and I reveal my green shirt. And when I do, there's a guy who comes to me and starts talking to me and wants to meet with me and wants to get to know me better and wants my number. And I am like, yeah, okay, I'm talking to him and trying at the same time to find Mark at the party. And he insists, the guy that is hitting on me, and he doesn't understand obviously my body language, which says, please leave. And I'm like, at some point I had to tell him, please leave. And he's like, why? You're wearing green shirt. And I'm saying, yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm interested into you particularly. And finally he leaves, and I'm still looking for Mark around, and then I realize he's already there in our table and waiting for me and this guy to finish our conversation. And he's like with this smile, and I don't like this smile. And because I thought, yeah, maybe he will see me with my green shirt talking to another guy and he will think that I'm flirting, which was not true. So I'm like, and he's like, do you like this guy? And I'm like, no, I don't like this guy. And he's like, maybe you should give him a chance, he looks like a nice guy. And I'm like, no, I told you, I don't like this guy. And I'm starting to look like a crazy person. And he's like, okay, that's fine. And he smiles. And he says, at this time, the most upsetting thing ever. He says, you know what? Don't worry, I will set you up with one of my friends. They're nice guys, good looking guys. No, you didn't say that. I didn't hear that. It's something else. It's the booze talking, not you. And he's like, you know what? I'm so happy with my relationship, and it was a setup, and I believe in this kind of relationships, so I will for sure set you up with one of my friends, and I'm so happy with my girlfriend, and I am sinking down. down. And I'm trying really not to show it. And I have this cold face with this Botox looking smile. But I think it doesn't work because he starts to get it a little bit. And I start to feel disappointed and angry at him. I feel furious at him. Why did he invited me at first place? Why did he want to go with me at this party, which was in Valentine's Day, for God's sakes? Why? Why did you do that? And I'm like, I wanted to go home. That's all I wanted at the time. I was in such bad mood. I felt disappointed and I lost my appetite for everything, for parties, for anything. And I only wanted to go home, like I said, and I had to find an excuse because I didn't want to, express my feelings in a way that he would understand 100% that I was into him. I didn't want him to get this. Although I thought he had the feeling, but it was the last thing I wanted at the time. So I'm like, okay, I grab my bag, I grab my coat, and I say, bye, good night, I'm leaving. And he's like, oh, wait, why? Where are you going? And I pretend that I don't listen to him because it's too loud with the music blasting and everything. And I take a final look at the party and I see everyone having a lot of fun and I feel like even worse. And I get back home and I was even thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm gonna fail the class too. Because how am I going to go to the classes? Because it was a very difficult class and you had to attend in order to pass the exams. And I was like, I want to avoid this guy. I don't want to be seeing him for at least 1 month or I don't know for how long. So it was a total mess, the whole situation. But I did go to the classes and I did pass the exams in the end of semester. And if you're wondering what happened with Mark, we kept greeting each other, like saying hi and hi. And he tried to talk to me and invite me for a coffee or something like that a couple of times, but I was so stone cold. And so he got the message eventually. So that was my story. I hope that something good comes out of it. And that was for me thinking that things should be more direct and asking the right questions. And I know that sometimes it might be embarrassing or awkward when you are into someone, but that's the point. When you're infatuated, you misjudge. You misjudge people, you misjudge situations, and you don't want to find yourself into this kind of embarrassing moments like I did. And that's because we are not clear all the time. And it's not our fault. Mark might have been a good guy. Maybe he was a nice guy indeed, and maybe we could be good friends and we could have developed a nice friendship together, but things got wrong from all the way around and he was not very clear, I was not very clear, and I was into him, so I couldn't see clear and I couldn't ask the right questions. He didn't make sure that I knew where I was going and where we were going. So we cut bridges and maybe opportunities of being friends. So that was it from me. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm a new channel. I will be posting videos weekly and I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care.